It was this one?
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Yep, so this is how they all start. We just started a new
You're here to
go
slay
around.
her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay, so I'm going for a specific ending at the moment. Or specific run through that Itsu and Jenny want me to see. So let me backtrack here a second. I just want to make sure I got it right. Don't take the knife, refuse to kill her, save her if you can. Okay, so I'm just gonna continue on to the cabin. No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
That's an interesting headcanon, Bri, actually.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
So, we don't have the mirror here. That mirror is... It's definitely piquing my interest, that's for sure. Okay.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
It's a shame we're not doing things right. We're just gonna go down to the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Oh, bear with.
Hi, Brian here. We're actually cousins. Narrator has obvious workplace hazards, but he also has dental, so it's a coin flip.
The dental's pretty good. The dental is pretty good, you gotta admit. Kidnap Day, Roxy and Cody are sharing the same bed on the cat tree. One of them is snoring. Couldn't tell who, but one of them is. Yeah, just the other thing I've noticed about this is every time we've gone down into this basement, no matter what the situation, it's always, if the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Okay, she's sounding nice this time. Good. Finally got around to getting me a new Pokemon binder.
Hypnotizing.
Oh.
It's the kind of voice you only have
Lots
to
of
hear
pictures.
once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
I'm here to save you.
How many times do I have to tell you how dangerous letting her out of here would be before it finally sinks in?
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever.
Oh, you couldn't find your old one? I see.
Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever. I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
Oh.
Don't do it. If she gets out of those chains, we're all one step closer to the end.
I've seen her throw hands. Exactly. You can break out of those. You know you can. Yeah, let's just go right in. I'll see what I can do.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake. No, You're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Yeah, the eyes are very, very, like, massive on the face, but I think it's... I don't know, I really like the, like, pencil-drawn style of this and the expressions they have. If there's a key, do you have any ideas? I'm gonna check upstairs. Maybe the key's still lying around somewhere up there, and if not, maybe I can at least find something to break you free? Let me ask if she has any other ideas.
Maybe there's some way to break the chains?
I mean, I know you can do it, but we're not gonna go into that right now. Not sure how to answer, Brandon? That's okay. Sakura, good morning. Welcome on in. I showed you eyes to the extreme.
Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
Wait a minute. This better not be the one I don't like. This better not be the one I don't want to see. It's soon, Jenny.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free. You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Oh. Oh, really?
Is someone else here?
Here's one you got, Zoe. She's such a good little gift. She is. Let me try that door, although I don't think it's gonna make a difference.
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
Oh dear. I don't think yelling is gonna help. But let's just see.
Your shouts and pleas are met with silence.
Yeah, okay, I figured.
You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Narrator, you... Okay. Don't do it, don't do it.
You make your way
Okay.
to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
Oh, don't be the one I think it is.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She
No.
barely hesitates before raising
No,
her arm
that's
to
the
her
one I
mouth,
didn't want to
her
see.
teeth tearing through her limb with the
Sorry,
determination
I
of a
don't do
trapped
well with
wolf.
gore. And I had heard about it
As she
beforehand.
rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you.
Ugh.
The clang of bouncing metal.
Mike's saying something about should I going for the wrist. I'm not looking. I just saw things I
The
didn't want to see.
blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now.
Okay, we good? Yeah, so that's the one thing I had been spoiled about beforehand, and I really don't do well with gore. Like, really, really, really can't handle it. That's the one I didn't want to see. Hey, Rickley. Run, Lacade, run, save yourself. Oh. Yeah, alright, we're good. Hopefully we don't have to see anything else. Please tell me we don't have to see anything else. I don't have a stomach for that.
Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Save the princess, it's the only option.
Fine. Against your better judgment,
Sorry.
you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place.
Okay.
You cut into
Ew.
her flesh. The blade is sharp,
Someone tell me
and
when
it
it's
takes
over.
little efforts to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal.
Oh, that's gross. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say, she's been very quiet about it.
No, she didn't.
Oh.
She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping.
Okay, I think I
rhythmically
can
to the
handle that.
ground.
It's just the, just that part. Yeah, no, I really don't do well with that. Nice, Courtney. Normal Tuesday afternoon, right?
How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
I don't think she is.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Oh. Yeah, let's get the heck out. I don't like this.
We won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No. I can't just let her escape into the world.
She took that pain really well. Gotta hand it to her. Oh my god, Jacob.
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
Oh.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing?
Warn her. Interesting. So, like, we're really not being given a choice.
Stop that.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Resist. Okay, there's one option.
The blade. Move the blade.
Yeah, right. I'd heard about that, and I can't. I do not have the stomach for it.
As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
Oh dear. I'm trying to think if she's ever gotten her hand on the blade before, and I can't remember. See, this is true, but like, I still don't have the stomach for hearing about it. Oh, Ace, no. Hey, Paul, welcome on in.
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
Oh.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry, I'm clinging on a little bit too hard. Just make it quick.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone. Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I'm sorry.
I feel seen.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she?
I also feel seen.
Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her blade work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
She's using her non-dominant hand. Yeah, unless she was left-handed, but I'm gonna assume she's not.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Interesting. Chapter 2, The Damsel. I think narrator keeps you alive just so you can be stabbed more here. See, it wouldn't
You're
put
on
me
a
past. I wouldn't put it
path
past him
in the woods,
at all.
and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
It's so funny it's you that was the one you all wanted me to see. And this is the one I didn't want to see. Just because I knew about the arm thing. Okay.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Oh, you bastard. You're in for it now. I'm wise to your tricks.
My tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We just met for the first time. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Just admit it, sir.
Yes, he didn't approve of us last time, did he? If we're going to save our beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it.
Smitten. Okay. Hi, you again, Waffle Man. Each replay puts me more on her side. Yeah, I'm very intrigued. I want to throw hands at the narrator. The narrator's sketchy as heck. One line in and I love him, Your Honor.
Our beloved? Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess. Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love, and the four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works.
I guess they're counting the player again with the 4. Well, the 4 of us will be foiling any assassination attempts you've got. Yeah. Yeah, okay.
We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically. It sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek. What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
No, I think I want to give the princess a smooch. I can't remember if I've asked this one. No, I've asked that one. I remember that one now. Yeah, let's go up to the cabin. Let's go see our lady.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We already told you we're not playing along with your little game. It's your lies that can't be trusted. Her beauty is the only thing in the world we can believe in. I think we've already been over this. I'm pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice. I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed.
I've let the world end for a passing stoic glance.
Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet.
Listen, slay the princess, but she's hot.
Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
Slay the princess, but she's already slaying. Alright, proceed to the cabin. Let's go see our lady.
The interior of the
this one's very
cabin
different.
is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine-threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I'm looking at the mirror too. I can't remember if there's different dialogue if I ask him about it with the new voice, so let me try that.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. I'm sure the princess would tell us there was a mirror if she were up here.
Yeah, okay, so he does say something.
In which case she'd be lying to you because, again, there isn't a mirror.
I want to see how handsome I am.
That's a great idea. We have to make sure we're looking our best before we save her. We shouldn't waste time preening. If he is lying about the mirror, it might be important. I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would it even do? You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
I did. I played a little bit of Astrobot, but also I've started playing a game called Core Keeper with my friends as well, so I was doing some of that. It was fun. Astrobot's so good though. Deary me, is it amazing? Narrators are a reverse vampire where you can see reflections, but not the mirrors themselves.
This really isn't funny. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But it was there a second ago. And now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
Alright, well, we're not here to kill her, so I'm just gonna enter the basement. We're here to see our lady.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight, but it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
There's the line. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I wasn't sure if they were ever gonna actually show fully what we look like, but I've seen legs and arms at this point.
A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Mike saying Argodian, yeah. That was also my first thought when I saw the arm.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I can hear wedding bells already. I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall.
Her dress is different, right? Just making sure I'm not losing it. And her hand is attached.
We're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment. You know she can't hear you, right? She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit. Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Okay. So she remembers something? Quick, let us rescue her. Hey, Pro David, welcome on in. And Lutic Goose, hello. It is going. We're not slaying this morning. If anything, she actually slayed us this morning so far, but...
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing. And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it?
But she is slaying in that outfit, yeah.
Waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before.
Oh, okay.
That's right, villain. And you killed us. Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty. And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time. We damned a whole world, but everything reset. Nothing resets, you're just somewhere else. You can't keep hopping between worlds forever, especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you. This is horrible.
I mean, we will be playing Oblivion at some point in the new year, so works out. and it hurt a lot. Why did you do that? We already know why she did that. If I didn't bring a knife, do I have to cut you out again? Oh god, no. I don't want to do that again. What happened after I died? I have to ask, did you end the world after you killed me back there? Sorry about what happened last time. The narrator who sent me here to kill you took over my body. It was extremely unfair. I'm a little worried I'm gonna say the wrong thing. I'm gonna upset her. What happened after I died?
You died, and now we're talking.
Alright. But before we started talking, did the world end? Did you... see, I'm worried I'm gonna offend her. Let's go with the narrator. Let's throw him under the bus.
If another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
She took that in stride, to a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually. That's because she's perfect. Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do?
Oh, that's... Oh. It's like you are a princess. You're locked in this basement. Someone is going to come down and you need to kill him to get out. Oh. Oh. Hello, game. I see. I like that.
She doesn't. There's no one else like me.
But... okay.
I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
I don't know if you know, I'm gonna do it anyway. You killed us last time and it hurt a lot. Why did you do that?
I'm sorry. Didn't you want me to?
Did we? We warned her of the cruel forces seizing our body. That's practically telling her to kill us. She is our beloved, and she made the choice to free us of our misery, to show us mercy and make the best decision for everyone.
Only love can overcome these pesky narrators. I thought that while making tea earlier, and you're here for it. Yeah, it'd be an interesting idea.
She made the best decision for her. Don't be so quick to assign kindness. You're just opening yourself up to manipulation.
Do I have to cut you out again?
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
No. No, I can't. I'm sorry. No.
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm done.
We need to apply butter. Someone grab the stick of butter. We'll get her out of there. Making a note of the theories.
What? No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains. Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird?
It is weird, but she also didn't seem bothered when she cut off her own hand, so... we already know it's weird.
She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel.
Gliding oil.
No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behavior and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. So go ahead and slay her.
Let's push this one more time.
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
Isn't that just like our darling princess? She wants to make us happy. My heart melts further with every word that passes through her beautiful lips.
She's really not like, again, she did this in a different one as well. She doesn't really answer any questions, or she answers questions with questions of her own, or what she thinks you want to hear.
Are you listening to her? That's a confession.
No, I don't want the world to end. I have no feelings one way or another about the world ending. Honestly, the world sucks. People are a plague, and I hope you brought a slow and painful ruin to them all. Remain silent. I wonder if she's gonna get mad if I say no, I don't want it to end. Let's go with that one. I'm curious.
Then I didn't end the world.
Okay.
See? She didn't confess anything. She is innocence itself.
The only world that matters is the one where we're together. Like, yeah. I guess that's kind of the idea here.
Not so sure.
Alright, well, come on.
No. I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her? I would if you had a weapon. Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought. You wouldn't. I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings, and doesn't the world end if we don't stop her? You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed.
Yeah, we'd seen it work before, which is... I feel like she knew and she still bit off her arm, which is the whole thing, but alright.
I can't believe it. But I guess I have to. I told you, there's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh. If only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back and everyone out there would be saved. Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon. Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
The power of love.
What do we do now?
Oh, I was fully expecting her to stab me in the back there. What do you want to do? We leave and then we have our whole lives to figure out what we want to do next. Now kiss. What do you want to do?
Let me guess. End the world? Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world?
Now you two go to therapy. You've both gone through it.
You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
I think I want to leave. And I think...
Oh, Sarah, welcome on in. How was your stream today? Thank you so very much for the array. Which dance teacher were you playing? Welcome on in, Raiders. If you guys are new, my name is Crystal. We're currently playing a game called Slay the Princess, and we're currently trying to not slay her and fighting against a very mean narrator. It's been an interesting cycle so far. Welcome on in, though. Welcome on in. White Wolf of Icicle Creek. I hope you enjoyed. I watched a lot of my friend Ace or Peanut Butter Beagle go through the Nancy games. It was really fun. Anxious Pigeon, welcome on in. And Almost British Guy as well. Welcome on in, friends. Question of the day for those who are joining us. What's the best gift you've received that wasn't around like a holiday or your birthday? And if you need to raid and run, please feel more than free, but if you want to hang out, that's cool too. Fair warning, if you are sticking around, this game does have some more mature themes to it and some just kind of things that are going to stick in your mind for a little bit. If it's not really your cup of tea, that's totally cool. If you want to stick around and check it out, that's cool too.
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection.
What's still cozy? Hello? Ask me almost anything. Could I ask you about something you thought would be a part of your everyday adult life as a kid? You were very wrong about it, like you thought you'd speak with Santa directly once a year or something. I thought quicksand was gonna be a big part. I thought I'd need to stop, drop, and roll a lot, because a lot of people are being lit on fire, because for some reason they really hammer that into your head as a child. Those are the two that stick out to me. Nothing really fancy. Nothing really fancy. Yeah. The quicksand thing, though. They make it sound like such a big deal. Yeah. When I meet Crystal, set her on fire, then push her in quicksand. Would the quicksand help? technically, if I was to roll. I guess rolling in that probably wouldn't be a good idea, but anyway, interesting ideas.
And then she shrugs.
Literally watching from a quicksand now. Oh, apparently you know how to get out of it, hopefully.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
She's so non-committal in this one. PC was lagging. Oh, no worries. Slay the Princess is going pretty well. It's been an interesting time. Thank you so much for the raid again. You know what, Brandon? Honestly, I'd love to go through all of them. Yellow, Crystal, and Emerald. Let's go get in and out. I'm starving. I want you to tell me what you want. There must be something you want. Do you want to end the world? I just want to leave. We can figure out the rest later. If you want to leave, then let's leave. Let's explore a bit here.
I just want to make you happy.
She can't just want to make us happy.
I don't like the way the music just turned. I do not like the way the music just went.
It makes sense to me. That's all I want for her, so of course she'd want the same for us.
Oh, I don't know if I want to keep pushing this. This isn't right. Let's just get out of here. We're just gonna... Should I keep pushing?
I just want to make you happy.
Is she broken? What's going on?
Her hands are really bad.
What's going on is she's lying to you, only she isn't a good liar. Are you starting to trust me now?
Yeah, I'm scared. Should I keep pushing or should we just leave? I don't know. I want to see what happens if we actually do leave with her, but I also... Should I just keep pushing?
I just want to make you happy.
Question mark. Oh no.
This isn't right. I don't know what's going on, but
Oh.
this isn't right.
The background's weird.
I fail to see the problem here. She's just sweet on us. You don't have to act like it's a big deal.
Girlfriend.exe has stopped working. Okay, clearly something is happening here and I'm very scared. What if we just don't do anything? What if we just stay here? Nobody gets hurt and we just figure out a way to be happy together. Okay, so that is an option. Let's keep... You need your own thing. You just met me. You can't base your entire happiness around me.
Okay, if that's what makes you happy.
Oh.
Is it just me, or does it feel like we're alone right now? Like we're the only ones here?
Oh, achievement. Happily ever after, and that was all she wanted. Thank you, Jacob. Oh, there they are. Well, hopefully the hand party is happy. You didn't get the chance to ask another question, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns.
She was our perfect match. She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
Are you happy now? I mean, I'm glad she didn't try to bite her own arm off again. Let's just approach the mirror. I've done the other two options already. You approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final. Yes. I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That won't hurt, right?
What if we just make sure we look pretty before the hand party, lady? The voices feel small and distant as you approach. I figured you got a different one. So this is the only one so far where I have been kind of directed into it. It's and Jenny wanted to see this one. The others have all been just me choosing one way or another. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. The remains. You've unraveled. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Let's go back up to the cabin, I guess. Kind of tempted to play this myself. I think there's like 130 some odd achievements for this game. I think there's a whole bunch of different routes you could do in different playthroughs. Was she slayed? No. She just kept wanting to make us happy, so we kept pushing and asking, like, is that really what you want? And then the hand thing came out and took her, so. There's the hand thing. You're at the cabin.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. I am curious to see what it means for us to know it.
Do you think there are people out there?
It doesn't matter if there are. People are too small for us. You and I are the only things that interest me.
Do you think that anything is real out there? Or do you think that we're real? No? No dialogue? We're real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something, but nothing cannot exist on its own, and because of that, nothing can't exist. Do you have thoughts on this vessel?
This one is a reflecting pool of desire unfulfilled. She will make for a pliant heart.
Oh, granted, yeah. I mean, it just goes to show how much you've improved, right? Very existential crisis.
She has served her purpose.
Do you know what's gonna happen when you awaken?
If I did, I would already be awake.
When you send me back, I'm not alone. There are voices that speak to me. Some of them are me, but one of them is something else. I call him the narrator, and he wants me to kill you. Do you have a narrator? Have the vessels had one?
No, their minds are empty, existent, but constantly shifting into something new. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
He does. I don't know why, but I know this for a fact. He does. I don't know what I'm going to do to find, or going to do when I find him. He does, and when I find him, you and I are finally going to have the answers. He does, and when I find him, I'm going to kill him. Okay, so it's just he does, but you're going to keep that to yourself. You know what? I'll go with the top one. I don't know why I know that, but we're very certain on it, so.
I am on the cusp of my awakening. Perhaps you are on the cusp of yours.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering here, because she keeps taking in all these different, like, perspectives, I think is the word that she used yesterday. All these different parts of her, and we have all these different perspectives, technically, too, with, like, the smitten and, paranoid, and, like, all these different ones, and I'm curious. The hunted, yeah. Yeah, Brandon, I guess, you know, going back to the drawing board a bit might help as well there. How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
One. Whatever you bring me next will be enough. And then gravity will pull the others back to me. I will be singular. A final multitude.
Interesting. Smitten, hunted, and paranoid, all the things that describe my teenage years. If this is the last time, is there anything you would like me to bring you?
These gifts are a conversation, and each one shows me the contours of your heart. The only thing I want to see is what you choose for me when the thread is fully drawn.
I'm not gonna stay here. I don't like that option. So, okay, I have ideas, but I'm not gonna share quite yet, but I have ideas. Yeah, it's an interesting soundtrack for sure here.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are. I will be here, waiting for you.
Everything goes dark, and you die.